Anyway,
it didn't work, so who cares?
Yeah. Hey, we're in. I was doing a tasting last night at the house. We were raising some money for some orphan care, and I just noticed that these two reds, I didn't taste the whites there last night, were there, and I was having so much fun retasting my wines. These are great wines. Just in case you're interested.
Well, I am interested, and I'm sure you are too.
Hey,
Would you like to find out what they? Yeah, what the hell? I mean, come on.
This is a
Why
Silverstone.
is this so difficult? I don't.
Silverstone, and it's called Keeper.
Keeper.
Now, sometimes I buy these things enough in advance so that we can have them ready and be ready to go, and I give them a chance to get them down here. And this is an 05, so it's had a lot of chances to get down here. I don't know why they call it Keeper, because it's 100% Syrah, but it was a huge hit last night. We had about 85 people there. Just smooth. They're so smooth.
And that's what happens when you age wine.
And in San Luis Obispo.
Yeah.
That's what does happen.
San Luis Obispo County.
People were going, oh, look at this. Get that Syrah kind of back.
Really dense, a lot of flavor. Well, a lot of nose anyway. I'm sure it's got a lot of flavor as well. Powerful. Big fruit bomb in the mouth.
It's a nice approach to an aged Syrah. You get a nice chance to taste it.
Well, it's aged. It's like 5 years old now, you know. And you were pretty precocious at 5, as I recall. But
however, I will say that one of the bottles I opened last night was corked. So as part of this sort of wine tasting, I was showing people. I said I poured them both glasses. I go, tell me which one is off, and they were able to tell me. And there you have the answer. But
for those of you who think only cheap wines come in screw caps, yeah, well, when you pay $50 for a bottle of wine and you throw it down the drain because the cork ruined it, you'll think a lot more of screw caps.
And I was embarrassed because I had poured probably 1 or 2 glasses of the corked wine before I tasted it myself. Right. So you always got to taste the wine before you pour it.
But this is a super bottle of wine. It's on the limited series. It's normally, what, $21.99?
Mm-hmm.
And the first bottle is $19.99. The reorders are $15.99.
I like the dried fruit character in there.
Yeah, dried fruit, Syrah, blueberry, a little dried cherry, and you don't get aged wine. You don't need a cellar anymore. You can buy some wines with some age on them from us. You know, right now.
That's what's happening a little bit. There's a lot of juice out there, and that's why we're trying to take advantage of it.
What do you mean trying?
Yeah, we are taking advantage.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
The second red, which is the 2 reds this month, is the Long Gamma.
Long Gamma.
You want to short Gamma? I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either. Well, you know, I think they've got kind of a identity crisis because it's 75% Zinfandel, and legally you can, if it's 75% of one grape, you can call it that grape. But they decided they didn't want to call it Zinfandel for whatever reason. They wanted to make up some name that nobody ever heard of.
75% Zin, 25% Petit Syrah. It's all from Sonoma County. And again, another wine that was a big hit last night is one of the wines we tasted. I tasted this with the organic Zin.
What are we giving that? I'm giving that a 90. Yeah, a 90.
I give it a 90.
I gave it a 90.
Oh.
Then one of us is wrong.
I'll give it a 91.
Thank you.
And it was, we didn't talk about the prices either. $21.99 on the shelf, $19.99 in your mailbox, and $15.99 for more, which is a little aged Syrah. Pretty good deal.
Very good deal. This has got a gorgeous nose. It has that ripe strawberry Zinfandel, obviously Zinfandel from Sonoma County.
It's the complete opposite of this, right? You have a nice aged, Syrah, and then you get this bright Zinfandel coming out of the glass edge.
Oh, wowie, kazowie. That is really pretty. Man, that's really, really nice.
That Petit Syrah kind of rounds out that fruit component.
Well, it's not supposed to. It's fairly round and soft. What's the vintage on this again?
08, I think.
Oh, wow. No, 07.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because 07 was a big, ripe, beautiful year in California, especially the North Coast in this area, and Sonoma County. And it's super bottled wine. How much is this stuff? $21.99, $19.99 is the first bottle, and reorders are $16.99.
This is just drink. You can just drink this.
Yeah, I know.
Before dinner, while dinner, outside after the.
This you could have with the chips and salsa by the pool. Let me tell you.
That's a nice one.
Those are delicious.
The alternate whites, 2 interesting wines.
Great.
You wanted to rate them.
That's a 94. Yeah.
Wow, we're always separated by 2 points.
I like that. Well, I want to keep it that way. After all, they expect that from us.
All right, so 92, 94.
Well, we don't have any write-ups on prices on these on the limited series.
On the whites?
Yeah.
No.
Who does this newsletter, by the way?
You do.
Oh, well, no.
Let's taste them.
Then what's the problem? No, they're not here. Well, then maybe they're in the.
No, that's an insert sheet.
Oh, it's an insert sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well,
We'll
we'll have to wing it.
Pour them.
Yes, sir.
Jeez.
Well, which is
I
which?
hate bringing them in.
Yeah.
Well, we know one thing. They're about $19 to the first one coming in. This is a very unusual blend that I found. It's one called Gravity Hills, but it's Chenin and Riesling.
Yeah, I know.
It's an 09.
I've never seen that before, and it's called Vertigo. And the name is upside down.
I'm feeling kind of dizzy.
Yeah, right.
Woo. Did you just get taller, or did I get shorter?
Yes. Wow, that's a beautiful
Central
nose.
Coast.
Yeah.
The blend, I was thinking maybe it was from South Africa.
Cool climate. No, if it's from South Africa, the blend would be Chenin Sauvignon, not Chenin and Riesling.
Wow, you get that floral character of the Chenin.
Wow, absolutely delicious wine.
That is super.
It's an 09.
Okay, the thing's over. Let's sit down and have a glass of wine. Man. This is really good.
Boy, you talk about a summer wine. This is it. You know, you can have this with anything from fruit salad to tuna fish to whatever you want. That's a delicious bottle
amazing.
of wine. Absolutely delicious wine.
I'm speechless, actually. I should have poured that last night. The wines I poured are really good. But...
So,
well, I'm giving it a 92, and it's probably in the $11 to $12 range. How about that?
I'm giving it a 92, too.
Also, thank you.
And the other alternative white, I just had this last night, this Torrontes, and I think it's wonderful, delicious bottle of wine.
You know, Torrontes is such an interesting animal because you get so many different varieties of it. You get opulent tropical, you get some lean crisp ones, and this is from what part of the world?
Well, this is from Argentina.
Oh, God, the nose is great. Now, see, this one it doesn't overdo you with tropical nose. It's
This is a little more subdued, a little more reserved. You know, kind of like us. Torrontes.
I don't like it too opulent. I like to have it balanced all the way through. And this is definitely
Wow.
no big spikes in this wine as you taste it.
Well, it's still got Torrontes.
Yeah, it's Torrontes. You know that, right?
And it's delicious. It's similar to Viognier and Albarino from Spain, which I think all have some sort of common ancestry, but it's a terrific bottle of wine.
Got great acid in the finish.
Yeah, it's really, and what it has is a mouthfeel that most whites don't have, and typically that's due to the fact that they give it a little skin contact, and the phenolics from the skin gives it that like chalkiness in the mouth.
What are you thinking this goes with?
Curried shrimp.
Curry. No, I'm thinking about a cream sauce fish or some kind.
Any kind of cream sauce would be perfect with this because it's got acidity to cut through it. You know, I mean, you want something that's going to cut through the acidity.
Chicken Alfredo or something.
Yeah. So what is
Really
this?
good.
Like $22 regular?
It's going to be $22 on the shelf at $19.99 when it comes to your door, and it's going to be about $12.99 on a reorder.
Wow.
And
Well,
if that's not the case, hold me to it. All right.
yeah, hold him to it, and I want to see him. You hold him, and I'll do it.
Thank you. No.
Cheers.